Hello everyone and welcome back to another Division 2 video. Today, with the first division, according to the tier list at least, in C- tier, and 12th Tartalek. Now, I originally planned to do something else. Someone asked if we can get Tartalek next, and I was really against that idea at first to start with it, but, you know, let's get it done with. So this is, yeah, this is also a very bad one. But, you know, it has kind of the mix of tool, like a mix of tool that is okay-ish. You have things to deal with problems, so that's a step up from some of the previous divisions. Although I'm not really seeing how this is supposed to be better than 122nd. I'm going to be very honest. I think they're in a very similar role, like they feel a very similar role of like not really good at what they want to do, infantry focused, but they do have the tools in general that you need to be able to win a game. But the tools that you have are just not that good. So this one is yeah, it's just an infantry division, but bad, and I think we're going to go into more detail with the final verdict. As always, I don't want to push that way. So as for my build, I think Maverick is the way to go with this, and the problem is you just don't have a lot of depth in your tank tab. Your AA is actually not that good either. Yes, it's bothus, but you have the two cards. It's getting expensive after that. The only other options are 80 mils, which are actually really not that good, and even bothus are not, you know, they don't kill planes very often, and the issue with that is that it just kind of starts adding up. Your opponent might start playing spamming as they just force planes off but don't kill, and then eventually can get overwhelmed. Otherwise, you know, you have some good depth, but your infantry tab, despite the size and the amount of unit that you can see, is not super deep either, and we're going to get to that. So, recon tab, we just have the good Hungarian recon unit at double that because you get one more of them, and then we have these guys. I could also take more of these, but honestly, having a chunky unit that can also fight if really needed is nice to have, in my opinion. I originally even put one more in there to kind of help out in B phase. Infantry tab, so this is a shit show. We have a lot of disheartened units. We do get, and that can be strong. We get these guys, the chunky grenade thrower, but they're still disheartened. Our grenade thrower doesn't need to survive long. The problem is, depending on what you're up against, these might actually get pinned before they can really do a lot of damage. And then they get surrendered. Still 15 points, that's totally fine. But for example, the grenade throwing trick against the flamers, you can forget with these. It probably won't work. Against an SMG unit, they should still get the grenade off, but they might just trade as they might get pinned and then surrendered. So that's really bad, actually. And then otherwise, your infantry is just lowest, which is not the worst. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're also just not good. They're decently chunky, so that's nice to get Pensafasts, so that's something. You also get the Tartalek levers, which you don't need to take. I decided to do it so that I can get a little bit of spam. You know, they're 12 man disheartened, so they are going to be a little bit of an annoyance for your opponent, and I'm kind of hoping that this can be used to the advantage. And then these guys, I put them in so that we have some actual C phase and in B phase. The reason why I didn't put them in A phase because this is where we have the flamer, and I think like if we combine these guys with a flamer unit, in this case with the normal flamer, in B phase with the Roma or something, I think it might be working. It might work. And then we just have lowest to spam all day. I would love to have another leader in here, but it's getting too expensive. I did decide, as you can see in a bit, to get the commander because I think we need it here. Tank tab. Stücks, we get two cards. We take them in A and B phase. We can't take them in C phase anyway, so that's kind of off the table. Part of the reason why I don't want to play this balanced. And then these guys, it's 2 points. I don't really know what else I would take. I mean, no, I do know what else I would take. I would take Schwadloser, for example. But they're great to deal with half tracks. They can't really fight well against other light armor. So like something like a Steward or something like that is a problem for these. But half tracks are good, and they can bully infantry, and that's why I buy them. 10 points. I think that's okay. I could definitely see a reason for taking the Schwadloser also. What you can also do, by the way, then is take this thing. This is not a good transport, but it's armored at the front. It has a DT. It's 5 points, so it's super annoying. That would also be something that you can do. But I think the H39 is a better deal in total, as you can also deal with those half tracks. Support tab. The usual noteworthy is I take the military police for two reasons. First of all, I do have a lot of sound unit. Second of all, it is actually useful for fighting itself, which makes it all of a sudden a decent deal. You take the Tartalek lovers, you mix these guys in, and you get additional firepower just by the unit itself, but also by the discipline trait. So I think that's actually a win. I take the commander because it's trashy infantry. So there's two ways you can play this. You either go little veterancy and just spam, or you try to at least make the best of the unit that you can get, and I think you might need to do that even though it's Maverick. So maybe I'm going to change this after the game. We're going to get the CAT tab. There's some different options here. This is your light AT, you must take it. Mod, I think, is not optional as well, considering the limited amount of armor that you have. And then the only real choice is, do you want to take this or this in A phase? And I decided that I probably need more AT rather than heavier AT. And I do have to mod if I really need to kill something that the pack 40 is needed for. So I'd rather have this with all its limitations so that I have more AT. But there's definitely an argument to be made for for this as well. I wouldn't say it is wrong to take this. I really wouldn't. Maybe it's actually better to take it. I'm still a bit on the side. Now, this thing is another problem here. First of all, you have to take it in SKS at 7, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Now, this comes in with the normal loadout. This one only comes with 2 APCR shells. So in B phase, in my opinion, it is better to just take the German one, so that if you need the APCR, you have it. Because for 2, I would rather pay less and get the gun without any APCR at all. And I think that would be the way better deal than having those 2 APCR shells. AA tab, both for you don't want to take the 80 mil. I can definitely see a reason to take it if you're really desperate, but 3 activation points is really expensive, and I think the buffers will do fine. Other problem of, by the way, all the transports are slow. Artillery tab, here we're going to get to the good stuff. So, yeah, this is a 25 pounder. It's nice. This one I need because the 25 pounder has radio, which is really nice, but nothing else here is radio in A phase, except for the commander. So this is actually more of a radio provider for my, in my opinion, than actual recon, because I already have recon. You could also take this in A phase. I think it's not a bad idea. I just like having cheaper artillery pieces in A phase as it gives me more flexibility. But it is definitely 100% correct to take this, because this thing can also do a lot of work for you if you get it in A phase already. B phase, you do get it because it's just too good. Off map, artillery again, I usually don't bring them anymore, but it's the only way for me to fit another leader in here. And I think with the commander, first of all, we want to use the commander, and that also means you need to have enough leadership around. Air tab, we have some crucial tools here. This is 100% needed. We don't have AT, is a little bit of an issue, and flexible armor, like armor, and the flexibility that it provides is also an issue. So we take this, this for air spam, recon to pair it with the AT plane, and that's about it. Also note that I did not double vet my Stück. I really need the numbers here, I think, so I decided not to do that. And I think with that, we're just going to go and find the game. And here we are against Panzerverband Strachwitz. That could have been probably the worst matchup that we could have gotten, because, yeah, lots of tanks, not good for this division. We're on the good side, which is good, because that means we realistically will have to give up on this flag, but at least we're not going to lose more, because that's a major issue if you're playing on the red side of the map and you don't have a lot of 2k, or in my case, no 2k at all, at least AT. AT we do have. All right, so he has mostly, he doesn't have a lot of infantry. These guys, they do have an AT grenade, so that's actually not too bad. So he has to be careful, because, yeah, if any tank pushes too far and they're close by, that's goodbye tank. He has lots of Luchses, which is probably going to be an issue. He also has the cheap Panzer Freeze, which could be an issue. A lot of Stücks can deal with them. I need to be careful with where I use my Mardes. The big problem is going to be the Panthers, I think. We will find a way. We will find a way. First things first, I do want to get the Flamer in here just to hold the flag for a moment. Next up, we need to get a recon in, and of course they only come in these. I need to check. Maybe I can actually bring them in the. Last time I checked, I didn't have enough of these guys, the motorbikes. Maybe with how I built the deck now, it's better. And as it means the contrast and forward, which I really love to do. Even here might be a stretch. I think we're gonna send them there for now, and then we'll see. Maybe we can put them like somewhere, because a recon here would actually be really crucial. I'd also love to get them up here, but I'm not really sure how realistic that is. They should still be faster than the tank. So, but the problem is the tank doesn't need to go up here. They can just drive straight through. I don't know. I also don't remember what he doesn't have. As again, he doesn't have a lot of infantry. I don't remember how his CQC situation looks like. So, but he doesn't have a ton of it, as far as I remember. I'm gonna send one of these with it. Is it worth it though? No, I think it should be. I think it should be fine. Need to be resourceful here now. Okay, I'm gonna send him like here, just so that the hope is that my hope is that he will be there to throw an AT grenade if tank comes. I'm gonna bring this up here, and I can actually cover this off very nicely, I think. We might want to have an AT gun up here, although now I'm not really sure if a 75mm is the way to go here. And if it's gonna get up there, I think I'm gonna have to pass, and I'd rather have them not up here than losing one in the process of getting there. I'm willing to risk it with the recon, but IT guns are really precious and important this matchup, and I think realistically just not gonna get up there by the time his tanks arrive. So maybe just have to live without that. I'm actually gonna bring a flamer because again I'm not sure if my units are gonna make it, and I just want to hold that flag. So, but I still want to have a Lowish there in if he makes it, because that would be great. I think with this, my goal has to be to kind of break down his initial push. I can't be super aggressive. Now, me playing an infantry division means that I think this is where I really want to push. So I think here and here we try to hold. Then eventually we might be able to launch a little push in the town, especially with the off map. But I think this is where we can really shine, because this is where his armor can struggle. So be careful there. I'm gonna bring a recon plane at the start. I might bring one of these relatively early on. Could also be cheesy and open with it, but I don't like to be that kind of cheesy. As you all know, I have my reservations with these kind of things. And again, it's not that it's not allowed or anything like that. You can definitely do it if you want to. It's just that I don't like doing it. I think it's too cheesy. As always, we're gonna try and poke at this flag. I'm gonna put it here because then he needs to get close if he wants to grab it. We are gonna. This is actually not such a good position. It's actually a decent position. Machine gun. So we're gonna try and get in there. We need it here ready. Maybe in here. Down here as well. We can just bring a regular one over there, I guess. Then like in here to cover that off. We bring bigger one back here. I'm gonna bring a Stück and 2 of these in as well, just to kind of hold. Alright, and then we need some infantry. We can bring these guys in. Put the leader there. Put military police there. And now these two guys line right here. Leader can go, I don't know, like over here. Military police can go in here. And I think that should cover that nicely. Over here, still needs to have a decent opener. So, for example, what I wanted to make sure is that we can still try and contest this. We need some defensive units here as well. I'm gonna bring a tank actually. I want to be able to deal with pushes coming, and that gives me some flexibility. Then I'm just gonna bring a Tartalek over here, and if he's pushing more, we can always reinforce it. And now I think I'm actually gonna send another one. Art Kazakh in the center. This is again where we can actually make progress, so we should try and go for it. Last thing I actually want to do is get a leader in here then. And I think the military police leader combination would actually be really nice as well. But anything we can decide not to take it. No, we need the infantry here. We need it there. This is, I think, also needed. Yeah. Choices. Canada would love to have that combination there. Maybe. No, I think we need them in the town as well. No, we can go defensive in the town long term. Like, and we can still even find our way back in. So I think this is where I have the advantage. This is where I want to leverage my advantage as well. And this is where I want to make sure that I really can win. So I think this is where the leader and the other stuff is really needed. Ready? Good luck, have fun. There's probably gonna be pushing somewhere. I also don't know that guy, so that could be good or that could be bad. Okay, so he has some tanks. It's Panzer 3, 2 of those in the Stück. This is Panzer 3 as well, I think. Maybe it looks, maybe I'm not looking at this correctly. This is Stück. Might be a good idea then to get the early AT plane in. So he brings a lot of infantry there, so he tries to contest it actually. Tells me it was the right call that I made. He didn't bring... Oh, he brings the Stück F3, okay. Or, oh yes, these as well, the annoying little... forgot about those. I think the leader is actually the real prize here. And this is how you do this. You see that there's you find out that there's no AA, and then you decide to engage with your AT planes. Oh no, these were meant for there. Well, might as well just use them defensively over here now. Streaks are the real problem now. I just want to get rid of the leadership. It's gonna have a slow turning radius. I think the best call now is to switch for the next streak over here. Can I still target this? No, I cannot. I guess EA. Surprised that he put it there. We can target that though. I think that's a good kill for me. Get rid of the EA piece. Did my stick die? It did. To what? His stick? Undamaged. Wow. Okay, I need more of these guys. The good thing is my is they are more cost efficient than his. That might be AA. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think I didn't make enough out of my initial run, but that's just what it is. Okay, maybe I should get some AT over here now. And I need another tank. This one does it as well. Really needed. Yeah, I might want to get something to spot as well. Actually, let's wait here for my reinforcements. This really screwed me up. That was a major mistake. That's not intentional. The Arcosec was very much needed over there. I need vision up here. Panzerschreck over there. Might be able to actually kill it with that. If it pushes this, he might also be able to kill that. Alright, you can go after the A now. We're gonna fall back temporarily. I wanna be there at full strength. I think this is more important than... Oh, now he revealed himself. Then we also know if there's a A, which there is not, so... No, he brought it. Over here, okay. That's good. We need to do this slow methodically. But we can do that. Alright, and now... enjoy the might of my spam. I might need a radio a little bit further up here, so... need another stick. There we go. There we go. Ah, there's a pack 40 over there. Ah, come on. It will not be that hard to pen that thing finally. But somehow, apparently it is. These kind of things annoy me. A lot. Is he going for counter patching? No, he's better in shooting at this. And at this. We're gonna fold that back. Now we can. Yeah, no, it's not worth going after it. The Panzer IV would be a good target for the Marder. One that I'm definitely willing to engage. There we go, got that. I'm surprised he was not pushing over here. Alright, let's see. Yeah, he's still got to be somewhere around here. And I can go after that. Now the big gun would actually be really cool. Can you not see it? Line of sight tool? Are you pranking me now or what? Okay, it's still there. This one is also still here. Yeah, it's I spotted the recon. What? Okay. You are not really where you're supposed to be. You're also not really where you're supposed to be. You can just walk right out there. I think I'm gonna prepare the Aspen now. I'm taking care of the It's very over the top. He's super passive. And as soon as that AA piece is pinned, which is gonna be very soon, I can do whatever I want here basically. No, he lost line of sight. I was really hoping to go for a kill on that. I don't think he can stop both these in time. Oh yes, too many of those. Alright, retreat, retreat. It's okay. It's just... Oh, yes, now he gets the spam of them. Yeah, now he brought in the fighter and I still don't have any aid. That was actually really bad. Can you go after this, please? I killed one. Oh yes, the church tower, forgot about that. Just wondering how he's spotting this. Yeah, we need to destroy that now. Damn it, he's taking out my recon really nicely. Maybe we can even... If we can kill this, might be able to get pressure on that flag there. Sneak one of these through. The edge there might be able to get in. Might just work. Right, should be good now. I'm more than happy with him getting rid of his infantry over there. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, he died. From what, though? Need to resupply this. We're gonna get a tank in here. Alright, church tower is done for. He can just do fire at will. As long as you do what I need you to do. Fine with that. No, you need to go after that. Oh, he still has the... okay. Wait, what? Oh my god. Yeah, Bofors can really suck sometimes. And we see right here. I might also need to get some of these in here somehow. If we might be, if we are going to be able to sneak one of those in there, we should be good. All right, we got the tick. Oh no, not what I wanted. Right, I see you there. Just spam. We just spam. This is what we do. This is maybe a problem. Oh, he spotted that. How are they so resilient? Oh, my shells are just missing all the time. Right, we got that flag over there. I think we need to start to get closer over here, so otherwise I'm really gonna win that. Oh, no, 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 no. You take this right, please. He has a lot of CQC though. Problem is also in the town, my streaks are not really favored against this Panzerfool. We can get an off-map in though. Completely forgot about that. We get some streaks to support that push. I think we should be good. Oh, he still had... My units are so absolute garbage. It's really frustrating. Like, they can't kill a thing. It sucks so hard. Get this in as well, since he's infantry heavy. I might need to go in and bomb this then. That's okay. I think I should be able to take this out. And we sneak just past by that. He brings an off map. Well, I'm gonna do the same. Jeez, look at how this is ridiculous. Look at how easily this pack fully holds off all my infantry. Like, this is a freaking joke. Seriously. It's not even fun anymore. Where did you spot that from? Yes, an SDKF set 7-1 so close to the front line, and I did not see it, and my H39 is probably gonna die now. Ah, this is frustration poor. And both these got wiped by the S. Come on! What is that luck today? This division is such a pain. I mean, look at how bad my infantry performs against anything he has. This is a freaking joke. I mean, he's doing the recon play better than I guess. Okay, I think we need fighters though. We need to go after this again. Yeah, okay, it's gonna... I'm gonna lose it now. I'm not... Yeah, I mean... The fact that my... I don't wanna... He can kill my... That's the problem. He can't kill it, in principle. Oh, it is not even getting pinned. Maybe this is what we need down here. This. I think that push was not really well supported. But yeah, I mean... Oh, just gonna spam this now. Until we get grounds there. I should have used this more, by the way. It's just so easy to forget. But yeah, the fact that he has so much armor is really a big problem for me. I just can't get past that. Like, here would have been a chance. The problem is then I got stuck here with my infantry just being absolutely useless, so... Well, the CQC fight he can't win, so that's something. And of course my Stück died. Of course my Stück died to that freaking thing. This is so annoying. I'll put you on fire, well. I kind of hope that this thing gets either stressed out enough or killed. But, I don't have high hopes anymore. How things have been going so far. I mean, the fact that the both, as nice as they are, don't kill anything is a problem. Oh, this is out of position. That was my bad. It's late, but we still try to do that. But I think this is GG's. I mean... Yeah, I don't know. This gap here is the problem. I probably should have bought the off-map for it. But I don't really know if I could have gotten close enough with it. But that would have been the play. Now that I think of it. The problem is I just forget the off-map all the time. Because I never really use off-maps. So... It's so easy to forget about it. We need to go for flags now. So whatever is here, it needs to go. I might still be able to do that now, though. He's pushing in here now, which is a major mistake. So maybe I can make this up. But yeah, the fact that the SCF set was so close and I could not punish him for it, that was super frustrating. I was like... peak humiliation. Oh. And now that one is too far forward. And the thing is still not that. See, this is the most annoying part. Something is still over there. I knew that he asked these, but I think you need fighters with this division. I really think I do. Yeah, I also push badly with my Stücks. Because he got so many side shots. Stücks are really just not good for town fights like this. Alright, 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 alright. You can stop this. Let's go after this now. Oh, I had this and it moved into cover. And it didn't even cover the... Oh my god. There's a machine gun over there. My Bofors didn't manage to stop this. Great. Great. Alright. Now we're gonna do that. I'm gonna let it shoot its one shot and then we have to move. If he still does that, kills that. Okay, I was gonna say, I do have AA here. I do have to say, the medium resilience on these is definitely noticeable nowadays. Alright, we got that cleared out. We can try to clear this out. We're gonna do it right again, just to make sure he can't push in now. Come Come on, do it. You can do it. Come on. It is so close. Bouncing. Oh, this is... Oh, I thought this was a pack 40. Never mind, never mind, never mind. This is a pack 40, though. This one, no, it's no change charges anymore. Fortunately. Oh, he sees it still. Wow. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, this is gone. I'm just doing the best I can to not lose yet, but I mean, we all know that this... I forgot to turn off the APCR. Almost lost it because of it. Oh, he got in. Look at that. Still lost that thing to it, though. Dang it. Let's see if we can push in there, actually. Oh, didn't even realize he has these. Yeah. And now it's the arm up close there. Now it's a wolf ramen as well, so I think that's pretty much GG's. That was a bad game. That was badly played by me, but I think I got some really bad luck there as well. Yeah, he was completely new player. I think it's not entirely accurate though. 15 victories on 60 feet, so completely new, but yeah. That was a rough one. That was a rough one. Yeah, I mean, what shall I say? Like, look at that open. It's just that I just couldn't. I had issues pushing past his armor in the town, which was a major issue. Because yes, this division just doesn't have pushing power against armor. I didn't have. I could have deployed more AT guns, I think, offensively, but it's really bad too. Like this is an easy way to lose a lot of points. Yeah, major mistake number one: continuing plane spamming against him. That was just not gonna be a thing. He had too much A, and his A performed really well. It actually killed a lot of things too, which for just like this AA piece at single vet, it's a flag 36, not the 40 flag 40 feet. Killing these guys, I was kind of bullshit, not gonna lie. But it is what it is. But I definitely should have stopped after that. I did definitely think I had more. I think I underestimated his Air Force for sure. I knew that he had the AT plane. I just didn't think that he would even bother bringing it against my division because he has lots of tanks. This is the frustrating part. This was such a, I think, suboptimal like play actually. Yet it still kind of worked. But yeah. Because he had, like, these things are super cost efficient. He could have engaged my Strix with those. Instead, he bought that thing. That's crazy. Panzer IV, by the way, also good at trading up to Strix 3s. So, but yeah. Rudel did a lot of work, and then his fighter. I was overextending. I should have bought AA and then moved in with my AT planes. The opener, I have to take another look at this D plane. I kind of expected it to do better, to be honest. It really, because like some AT planes, they just go in and go brrr, kill one tank, brrr, the next. These didn't really do that, so it was kind of. I think if I had known, I would have waited, gotten 2 out of them, and gotten as many strafes as I could with them. But yeah, and then I think the other big problem was the fight in the center. So there were 2 issues with those, actually. First of all, my infantry is just really bad. Like, have you seen how well he managed? Like, they did 0 damage even to the AA piece. That was absolutely insane. That's one issue, but also I could have used the off map there, and I didn't. I think that was a major mistake. I don't know why I didn't. I just didn't think of it. I think had I bought the off map that whole area there, then followed out with my tank, that might have worked. But I just put in the infantry and followed out with my tank, and then everything just kind of died. So yeah, I mean, I traded slightly better than him, but with the income difference, that was just not going to happen. So yeah, I think we're going to go back to the deck and talk about it. All right, so here we are back with the deck. What are my thoughts on the division? Well, they're not good at all. It actually ended up being worse than I expected. And I'm like, seriously, if you watch the game, again, I made definitely mistakes. I could have done better myself, and that could have been a win. I think if I played this, if I didn't make those mistakes, I might have been able to win this. But like, this is such a dumpster fire of a division. Like, the infantry is 20 points spammable, but as we've seen, it is chunky, I give it that, but the problem is it is not even good. Like, this thing, it's just not good enough. Of course, the one that you get in, some of the other Hungarian divisions with 3 of those, yeah, if you get 3 of those, that makes a good unit, but one of them, even if it's chunky, and even if those are straight pull rifles, which are technically a little bit better, it is just complete garbage. The unit itself, it is okay. It kind of as a gap filler with some Panzerfaust, but it is just not enough. I think you need something better than this. It is just trash. It just doesn't do what you need it to do. And that's a big issue, right? It is an infantry division, again. It's one of those very typical cases of this being an infantry division with infantry that just sucks. So you have the one thing that is specialized on, and divisions that are not specialized on this are doing this better than this division. Like, even the freaking tank division was better at infantry fighting than Tartalek. Which is, that should not be the case. Like, in the CQC compartment, this thing is still dangerous. If you play this on a map where you can leverage the CQC more, I think this map, except for the center, was also not really the map for this division. A matchup, because again, he could leverage the 2K. He didn't, but as soon as I would have pushed on the right, he would have. And he has tanks that just can't deal with. But if you are on a map where you can leverage your infantry a little bit more than a town map with some open, I think this can still work in some matchups, just because you spam out these guys and they will uptrade to any grenade throw. You can buy almost 2 of those against any Pioneer. Now, the very annoying thing is going to be when the Pioneer eventually get buffed to 20 points, I think this division is going to be even worse, because then you don't even have that big of an advantage to regular grenade throwers, and then it's just complete trash. Like, I don't really know what you want to do with this division when that happens, because that's going to come with the Dukla Pass expansion, with the balancing changes they make. I'm not really sure if it's just affecting the Axis one, or if it's about every Pioneer unit, but point is, then this thing is really garbage. Right now it provides value, and I think that's not the worst thing. But yeah, it's just not good. It is just it doesn't do anything good. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It kind of rewards you for a slow, grindy, tradey setup, but you don't have the tools to go for that either. Because like the infantry spammy and arty heavy, build that you can make with it will kind of reward that super nicely, but it's just you're not deep enough in anything else. You can also not try to go and outgrind your opponent, because you just don't have the depth. Your tank tab just doesn't have it. Your AT tab could need some help then, because you don't have enough tanks. Your A tab doesn't have it. We've seen that as well. Both even at Singlet, it's just underwhelming. It is a good AA piece. The problem is it is good at forcing one plane off. It is not good. And like, yeah. it doesn't kill in comparison to his AA pieces, unfortunately. So that is the issue of this division. It is kind of like the units that you get are kind of meant for a slow, grindy, more like World War One style game. But you're missing the key units to allow you to do that. Besides the point that this might not be fun for some of you, it just doesn't have the units to support that. And even for Maverick, you've seen it. You don't have a lot to push. You have the Stu 42 and these Stuks, and that's all that you have that allows you to push. And come out of the artillery, of course. So that is very crucial. So yeah, what would I change? So first things first, I do think that this is not going to bring anything. I was not going to use it. And not the commander either. I do think it can really help you bring these units, but having seen how this played out, I just don't really see myself doing that. I'm really tempted to take another pack 40, but I think it would not be worth it. One thing that we should also do is, I think we're going to spam more. I think we need to embrace the spam. I literally don't know a better way of doing that. Like, I think we're just going to spam all of these out. But we not even get that many more. Oh no, these are yeah. So no, we get a ton more. But I think we need to embrace the spam with this. Just spam these hardened units everywhere. This one, I think if you use it better, which I did poorly, is a very nice unit. You should keep it. Yeah, okay, let's look. In the artillery tab, I don't think there's anything more than I want. This thing would be great if it didn't come in B phase. Yeah, because the plane then there's a yay. Air tab. Oh yeah, his recon play and my recon play were on very different levels. I did not deploy recon enough. I was just in the spam mindset and forgot about everything else. This is the dangerous. Whenever I play these kind of super spammy divisions, I just turn off my brain entirely. I think we've seen that very well in this game. It's just like all we do is spam and we don't think. And yeah, but these kind of spammy divisions, at least the bad spammy divisions, actually require you to think hard because you need to spam correctly, which I did not. Air tab. These we need to keep. These I think are good. We should keep them. I'm actually going to take a fighter. Oh, but this one sucks. So we're going to take this in A phase. I would have loved this because it is cheaper and pretty decent. But having seen how annoying it is, I think we need something that can fight. So then we spam these in B phase. This thing is, I don't know what it is. It has good accuracy. The pen is decent. The rate of fire is decent, and it still was very underwhelming. I guess the range is lower than others. I don't know. Need to check it out. I need to check out the replay anyway afterwards to kind of see what I can learn from that, because that was really rough. And I know that I could have done that better. So, but yeah, so now we have fighters, at least in form of fighter bombers. Yeah, medium resilience to 20 mils. Not super fast, but you know, I don't need them to like chase a bomber. I just need to be able to deal with the fight that I send in. And I can kind of do whatever we wanted. So this is why I want to find it. So yeah, I think this is the way to go. Artillery tab, we're going to leave it as it is. AA tab, we could get this, but it is just not good. I just don't see myself ever using it. AT tab, wouldn't really change much here, to be honest. Oh, okay, we're going to get this. The range is nice. Also, AT rifles would have been great, but it's just the time is just not big enough. And then we still have 4 activation points. We could go with more spam. I just don't think it's helpful. We could legit just get another AT piece, but it's very inefficient. I think we're better off taking some Schwalos or MG34s actually, than we have in B phase. I'm gonna take in these guys because it's only 5 points. It's annoying. But that gives us some more actual firepower in B phase. I think we desperately need this. We've seen this in this game. More firepower is desperately needed in this division. Could even take some of them in A phase too. But I don't think it's worth it. We could get the commander back, but I just don't see it. And then we have 2 more points. I don't really think we need more planes, to be honest. We can get this and strafe them to that. No, they're not that good. We can go super plane spam. I don't see that either. Anything else here we could take? 50 mils. The issue that I have with these is it's not the short range ones. I actually don't mind them. It really depends on the division. We're spamming, so I do not think that the attention span is there to really focus on microing that one 50mm mortar, or even more than one. So I think I'm gonna pass on it, even though I'm having a hard time too. Maybe we should get the RT leader back. You know what? I'm gonna switch to this too. Oh well, no. I'm gonna stick to this. I think it's a better call. We can just get more recon, and they can also, we can use them as a combination of recon and fighting unit. So maybe that's the way to go. Yeah, I think that's my final build. I'm still not happy with the build in general, but that has more to do with some of the issues that the division has and the whole of inefficiency of some things. Like, again, I think another AT gun, considering our weak tank tab, would be very good, but 4 activation points is a lot to ask for, and we could now fit more recon in and the MG34, which we can really use, and just have a hard time removing anything in favor of using a 4-point slot. It's just very expensive. So I think I'm going to pass on that, honestly. Yeah. But yeah, this was my game and build of 12 Tartalek. I would not recommend playing this division. Now, it's still higher up. I would still play this over something like 50-second Sicherungs for sure. But this is definitely one that I also wouldn't want to play. And again, like, from a fun perspective, this division is very low for me. It's like, from a fun perspective, it's almost as bad as 50-second Sicherungs. I'm actually going to make a fun tier list at some point. Like, we're going to make an actual tier list how I think division are, and then I'm going to make a fun tier list as well. And this is not going to go high, I can tell you that much. But yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day. See you next time.